Welcome.
Attention, please.
Welcome aboard.
Welcome to the No Comfort Zone podcast. It's time to get out of your comfort zone and live on purpose. Broadcasting to the world from Rockford, Illinois. This is your wake-up call.
Warning.
You are the solutions to all your problems. Stop thinking average. Become the hero version of yourself. Every day, every time, without fail, no exceptions. It all matters. You've entered the No Comfort Zone. It's time for a reality check.
The road to hell is paved with good intentions. The road to hell is paved with good intentions. That didn't hit me. That reality didn't hit me until I was in a sales training course. And we were learning the sales process of basically the language of persuasion. And what was great was there was a chance for the guy that was doing the seminar and people in the audience like myself. And there was kind of a Q&A. The seminar leader would ask questions, and then people in the audience, like 300 of us, they would answer questions back and forth. And you know, the number one thing that seemed to keep coming to mind is that everyone has this idea of what they're going to be doing, how to be successful, and specifically in a sales process or specifically in your household. And then the guy said it. The road to hell is paved with good intentions. And I thought it was so rude that this guy said that, but it was like a wake-up call for me because I'm thinking to myself, you know, I have all these intentions of things that I intend to do. Someday, somehow, some way, I'm going to do something. And isn't that right? It's like, that's what a lot of us think, you know, I'll do it tomorrow kind of mentality. And I just think that's insane. Knowing what I know now, the ability to take action and get momentum and to happen in an instant is crucial towards your success. You know, even as so far as to you think that maybe you don't want to interact or you don't want to do something with someone, do something. Take some action in some way. And it's proving to be really beneficial to me because I'm actually doing this a lot throughout my day, within my day. I'm actually, I'm engaging with other people more so. I'm getting a little bit, you know, instead of just getting to the topical, hey, how's it going? Hey, how's it going? How are you doing? How's the family doing? Hey, last time we talked, and this is something I learned when I was at West Point training, for some leadership classes that I went to while I was in management training. But we went to West Point and it was a great, oh my gosh, one of the best trainings. I don't want to digress, but one of the best trainings I've ever gone to was going to West Point. And I'm a Marine and I went to West Point for the training for 1 week and it was phenomenal. But one of the commanders actually said something to the point of, one of the retired generals said, the platinum rule is something they go by in the Army, and I thought this was great. There's the golden rule, speak to people how you want to be spoken to, but then there's the platinum rule, is basically treat people how you want to be treated. And I thought that was awesome, you know? So I thought that was pretty cool. So anyway, I digress again. Going through this, getting to the next level with somebody is rather than just be, you know, hey, how's it going topical, getting a little bit personal, and then following up on a previous situation or something that happened previously that was personal. I'm telling you, if you want to be a great, effective leader, start doing that principle where you ask somebody a question, you get a little bit personal, not crazy, but a little personal, you know, something that you're showing you're mindful and you care, and then take it to the next level is the next time you see him, bring up that topic. Like, for example, hey, how was Max's soccer game? It's something we talked about last week. Just wanted to check in and see that because it's important to them. And if you made it important to you, there's a rapport there. And I think it's important that you understand that. And I hopefully out of this podcast, you understand or you get just that concept. That's how important it is to show that you want to have meaning to somebody else by caring about what's important to them. But as we talk about the road to hell is paved with good intentions, I look back over my career and I'm looking back going, you know, there's a lot of things I would have, could have, and should have done. And now I'm looking at intention. What do I plan on doing today and tomorrow? My wife calls me right before I did this podcast. She asked me a question. So, hey, remember, you know, you've got some tasks that you need to do when you get home. And I'm like, are you kidding? I think about these tasks on a consistent and regular basis throughout my day. I have work responsibility that I need to get done, but I'm obsessed about this other stuff. But work comes first. That's just the way it goes. And the other stuff is more like a hobby or more like an obsession or something, an itch that I need to scratch. But I'll do that on my own time. But it's funny that she mentioned it, and I was like, oh man, I wish she didn't mention that because it irritated the crap out of me. But she's right. When I get home, it's coming up on 10:30 after a full, long-ass day at work. Yeah, for the next hour and a half or 2 hours when I get home, I got to focus on my blueprint, how I can help people get out of their comfort zone and live on purpose. I also have to be mindful of I'm creating stuff and I don't know what I'm doing. So working on that process is taking longer than I expected, but there's stuff I'm creating and it's just taking longer than I expected. Life's life, man. And that's going to happen. So no big deal. Hope this podcast finds you doing well. And as I continue to grow into my podcast and into my voice, I'm asking you a question. Here's what I want to know. If you know the road to hell is paved with good intentions, when's your wake-up call? When is the time when you're like, man, I need to get out of this intention mode and actually start doing something towards reality so it's actually going to happen? When are you going to do that? When is that time that you're going to be a better dad? Time's now. When is the time you're going to be the better employee? When's the time you're going to be a better leader? When's the time you're going to be a better spouse? When do the intentions fall into actions? Okay? So the road to hell is paved with good intentions. You know what? Be the person you want to be now and live the life on earth that you plan on living. You don't need to sacrifice anything. You don't need to actually take a step back and realize, I got to give up on a bunch of stuff. No, you just have to work a little bit harder. I was listening one time while I was getting ready to work, and I don't normally listen to broadcast on television like this, but it was on television, and it was that moment when my son was, I think he was probably 3 or 4 months old. He's still not the healthiest baby in the world, grinding it out at my job, getting ready to leave, and as I was tying my shoes, getting ready to leave to go to work, this woman preacher got on. What she said was amazing to me. Amazing because the road to hell is paved with good intentions stuck with me. And here's a follow-up to that. What had happened was this person said, somebody with faith can move mountains, or thee who have faith can move mountains, or something along some biblical reference, and if you have faith, you can move mountains. And she said, and that's great, but you know what? You better bring a shovel. I thought that was awesome. I kept thinking to myself, you know what? I have all the faith in the world. I believe in me, but there is a time when you got to quit wishing, wanting, hoping, and it's time to grab the shovel and go to work. Because if you go to work and you work long and hard enough and you do it for the right reasons, the end result is going to be what you want it to be. Really what you want to be. If you knew you couldn't fail, what would you do? I said that a couple podcasts ago. If you knew you couldn't fail, who would you be? I know that question now. I got a little black book and I write all this stuff down so that the road to hell isn't paved with my good intentions. I'm turning into that person every day. And when I finish this podcast, I just want to let you know this particular one this evening, I'm going to be a better version of myself, because while I'm driving, these podcasts are not easy to do, to create content that will hopefully help the listener, help you get to the next point in your life. And that's what this is. I'm trying to offer value. And would it be easier if I could spend half an hour and outline stuff? No, this is just coming from the heart. This is just me talking to you, wherever you're at, saying, hey, if you want to be or do or have more, you can't just have it as a thought. You actually have to work your ass off to do it. Write it down as a goal. This is a goal, and I'm so happy and grateful that I was a better spouse today. I'm so happy and grateful that my kids are healthy and I was able to be in their lives today, even if it was for a few moments. Put the cell phone down. Turn the TV off. Grab a sheet of paper and a pencil if you got one. Play tic-tac-toe. Do something with your little people that you can actually realize that, you're developing memories. And this is going to get better so that when you get to be my age at 49, you don't have to look at all of your mistakes that you made. And the road to hell doesn't have to be paved with these intentions. You can actually say that, I did my best during this time period. I did this because I wanted to create a better memory for my kids. I did this because I want to feel like a better dad. I'm working my ass off because I want to do the right by my employer. I don't know. All this stuff makes sense to me now. It didn't a long time ago. And if you need help because you've got adversity going on in your life, if you need, here, I'm a six-figure salesperson right now. This is a reality. I'm dealing with this right now. I have a guy who's a six-figure salesperson. Dan, I want to get to the next level. I want to make $160. And guess what? We are in September. We're in September, and I want to make $160. It's something to figure out. That's something that I can work with that person on. And if you're that person, you know what? Let's get your mind right, and let's get you into the zone so that September, October, November, December, you're clear-headed so you can go crush your goals by the end of the year, because nothing is better. Nothing is better than the person that actually works their ass off towards a worthy cause, your goals, your life, your ambitions, and actually at the end of it, you're completely exhausted, but as Vince Lombardi would say, victorious on the field of battle. Victorious on the field of battle. And that's what I want. I want you to win. I want you to win. So none of these intentions, none of this road to the hell is paved with good intention stuff. What it really comes down to is you creating massive action and going towards what you know you deserve, you know what you've earned, and you know what you believe in. And you believe enough in yourself to say, F it, I'm going for it with everything I got. And if you need help with a plan, I got one for you. I got your back. I can hook you up. Go to thenocomfortzone.com. The blueprint says it all. Maybe need a little bit of explanation, but nothing in life is easy, but it is pretty simple, okay? Hope you have a great day. Thanks for listening to the podcast. And as I continue to work on my voice in these podcasts, I will continue to get better. And let me know what you want me to talk about. I have a wide variety of so much stuff that I can talk about that quite literally, I'm all over the place. So help me. Narrow me down a little bit. Let me know what you want me to talk about and what topics, and I promise you, I will absolutely 100% deliver, and I'll deliver at a level 10. Have a great day. Thanks for listening to my podcast.
Say goodbye.
Want more of the No Comfort Zone? You can follow Dan on Instagram and Twitter at No Comfort Zone 1.
Bye.
Or on the web at thenocomfortzone.com.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to the No Comfort Zone podcast.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.